Welcome to LeVare Field on the campus of St. Augustine Prep for the South Jersey non-public A quarterfinals matchup between the Hermits of St. Augustine Prep and the Colts of CBA. I'm Peter Burns alongside Darren Mattern. The Hermits had a bye and will be throwing their ace, Marco LeVare, today. For CBA, it's their ace, Chris Lavonis, after they beat Camden Catholic 7-0 earlier this week. Darren, how did the number 4 seed Hermits win this one against the 5 seed Colts? Obviously, keeping the runs down on defense will be the key, but what else do they have to do to win this game?
It's definitely going to come down to a base war, trying to get your base runners on base, try and get them to steal, get them in scoring position really quickly. Runners on base equals more runs, so able to score, especially with this team, making sure we can get on base. A lot of the bats can come alive when once one gets a hit, kind of opens the floodgates, carries the momentum. Especially, they got to dampen this Colts momentum coming into this game I think it was a 5-game win streak at least. So they definitely have to try and cut this momentum down that the Colts have early. Don't let them get a run. I'd say probably try and keep the runs at least down below 3 and at least below 5. Try and keep them within that 1, 2, 3 range and basically just get base runners. And I wouldn't be surprised especially if you get pitchers starting to struggle in the beginning early of the game, definitely look to work towards the bullpen, because if they do make it out of this game, it will end up Wednesday, so everyone will be back and everyone can play once again.
Right, a key for the Hermits, or like you said, CBA, they're 4-1 in their last 5, been on a winning streak. They won against Camden Catholic 7-0 to get here. They used a pitcher that was not their ace so that they could use him here today. The winner plays the winner of number 1 seed RBC Red Bank Catholic versus the number 8 seed Pingree. Obviously, RBC favored there to win. So one of these two teams will be traveling to RBC. It's obviously a closer ride for CBA. Now for the Hermits, starting lineups. Leading off for the Hermits. Joey Arazzi. Batting in the 2 hole, CJ Fury. The 3 hole, Jake Myers. 4, Marco LeVare. In the 5, the right fielder, Gabe Gillespie. In the 6 hole, Manny Aponte. In the 7 hole, the power threat, Dom DeTavio. In the 8 hole, catcher, DJ Lloyd. And in the 9 hole, Jack Capuccio. And leading off for CBA, their shortstop, Harrison Campy. Batting in the 2 hole, their second baseman, James Nitty. In the 3 hole, their right fielder, Hunter Del Guerco. In the 4 hole, the cleanup hitter, first baseman Zane Toneski. In the 5 hole, third baseman Wyatt Hunt. The 6 hole catcher Dan Simbinos. 7 hole center fielder Matt DeFeo. In the 8 hole Tim Naughton, and in the 9 hole, I should say, Jack Makic. Pitching for CBA, as we talked about earlier, Chris Lavonis, and pitching for the Hermits, Marco LeVare. The Hermits will start, as obviously they're the home team pitching. Marco LeVare out on the mound right now, working with DJ Lloyd for infield, outfield warm-ups.
Yeah, LeVare, the Old Dominion commit, going up against the Wake Forest commit from CBA. Definitely 2 big baseball schools, especially both Division I.
Both down south there.
Yeah.
One in North Carolina, the other in Virginia. Right next to each other. They'll probably play each other in college.
I'd look that up. I'm wondering if they do play each other.
That would be an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
Obviously, the 2 guys they've played last year because the Hermits played CBA. And I believe the finals of South Jersey. This year they're playing in the quarterfinals. And so we are set to get underway here at LeVare Field. A long wait finally over for Hermits playoff baseball.
I was going to say, coming into this game, a lot of bad blood here between the Hermits and CBA, especially when it came to playoffs. With swimming, I do believe, taking them down. Swimming.
Baseball last year.
Hockey, taking them out.
First pitch, Campy takes a ball low in the dirt. Right-handed batter, shortstop, wearing number 13. LeVare wheels and deals. The pitch is roped. Second baseman will get there, and that's an out.
What a play.
Jack Capuccio roaming over from his second base position, makes the play off a hop. Throw to number 13, Dom DeTavio at first base, gets him out.
That was a good reach there for Dom DeTavio, especially to stretch out there, make sure he got that catch, made sure he sealed it, and got the out. Especially, too, for Capuccio running on that ball. He's a very quick second baseman, very good at making the quick plays.
And so batting in the 2-hole, James Nitty for CBA. He will take ball 1 outside.
Marco looks to be trying to work strikes in here, try and get them all around. See what will work, what won't work.
The pitch is going to be a grounder to Arazzi at short, and he's going to bobble it. Will he make the play? Safe. Runner is safe at first base. Arazzi bobbled it there. That'll count as an error, I would assume. It was a ground ball right to him. It's all right. He's one of our better hitters. Nitty was batting before that. 305, so he's a big on-base threat.
Yeah, you saw Arazzi trying to charge onto that one. Kind of took a hard hop as he was trying to get it. Kind of bounced up in his chest. Good way to keep the ball in front of him.
He'll take strike 1. That's Del Guerco. Hunter Del Guerco, the right fielder. Del Guerco batting .351. He has the most on the team. He has the most hits on the team and the most RBIs as well. 14 walks, and they're going to check on the runner at first. He's safe.
I do believe, if I'm remembering right, the CBA pitcher is a junior, I do believe. So,
yes, he is.
So, especially as a younger pitcher, I mean, to be the ace, it's going to be tough to beat this team coming into the next year, especially if they keep the same group of kids.
Well, that pitch is going to be pitched out. Lloyd, it was high, so it's a 1-1 count here. 1 out, top of the first, runner on first. All ones.
Pretty good lead over there at first.
That's a off-speed pitch, high. Nitty has them, or Del Guerco, I should say. No home runs on the season. He's had a lot of at-bats. He's one of their starters. He's one of their key offensive weapons. That's a take strike 2, so it'll be a 2-2 count. Good pitch there from Lavari.
Lavari has one of the higher velocity pitchers on this team. Very, very solid pitcher. He's been one of the go-tos, especially in the playoff run last year, where I do believe Prep made it to the finals where they ended up losing.
And that one's going to be fouled off. Just a little tip right back behind home plate.
I do believe they won the Diamond Classic last year. And then,
St. Augustine? Yes, we did.
And then lost in the state finals last year.
We did. We made it to the South. We won the South Jersey finals.
Yes. And then we lost in the state finals. I forget who we lost to. But
we lost to Don Bosco.
It's Don Bosco, yes.
Lavari checked on the runner at first. He seems a little bit worried about that guy. That's Nitty. That's the runner.
He's taking a pretty big lead over there. Doesn't look like he's going.
That's another one fouled off. That one away, dug outside.
Lloyd, from what I've seen him so far this year, is very good at throwing runners out at second.
Yes, he
has
is.
Has a very good arm, especially.
He's a better defensive catcher than Gillespie. Gillespie, the better hitter.
Yes.
It's a win-win, whichever one you have. It's just
definitely reminds me of Sofran last year.
Definitely for Lloyd, and that's a pitch out. They were maybe looking for Lloyd to do that. He did not. No chase on the pitch, so it's a 3-2 count.
It's a good fight here.
It is a good fight. Lavari looks him up and down. The righty wheels and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike him out. No throw out. He's looking for the strike him out, throw him out. That's a strikeout for the Hermits at the very least.
That one was close.
That one was close.
Very close.
I thought originally when I saw the ball come out of Lloyd's hands, it was an out. Runner must have gotten in there at time. Lloyd talking to the home plate umpire. Don't know if he wanted that to be called. He's having a conversation right now.
Good throw. Kept it low. A little off to the right side of Capuccio. Kind of had to make him reach around. But other than that, still a really good throw. Trying to get Coach Laws on the mic.
We might have to try that. And that's a off-speed pitch. Does not catch a part of the zone. Up to bat now for CBA. Number 44, Zane Toneski. He's a first baseman. Toneski is batting .250. He has the most homers on the team. 11 walks, 19 RBIs, 13 runs.
How many home runs does he have?
3.
3.
Not a lot of power for the CBA team. That's an off-speed. I thought that was a strike.
He did call that a strike.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
It was a delayed reaction.
Yeah.
Either that or I didn't catch it.
It was a late signal. It was kind of a weird, set a little weird.
Yeah. Lavari checks on that. He's looking at that runner on second. Swing and a miss. Big hack there.
Yeah.
He looked like he was swinging for the fences there. Off speed got him. A lot of off speed early from Lavari. He threw some heat first two batters. Now he's starting to settle into some off speed stuff. The pitch. High. He is safe.
Did not go.
I actually agree with that call. He did not go. It looked like
it was close, but he definitely kept it back.
He was a half a second away from going.
Yes.
Good check swing, so it'll be a 2-2 count for Tuneski. And a ground ball to Capuccio. Capuccio's play at first is there. Or is it?
No, Dom had to come off the base to make the catch. A little to his back shoulder. To his back shoulder. Dom had to try and reach back. Had to come off the base to make the catch. Good job by him not letting it get by him. As now you have runners on the corners.
Well, this is a lengthened inning now for Lavari. You start to worry, obviously about not only pitch count, but you just don't want to throw him that much. Wyatt Hunt is the batter for CBA. He's the third baseman. The pitch. Inside. Ball one. For Hunt for this season, he's batting .297, a homer, 9 walks, 13 RBIs, and 3 steals. Swinging a foul right back at us.
I have to say, Nitty's taking a big chunk when he's taking any lead. He's taking a big chunk when he takes any lead off.
We've seen Lavari wherever Nitty is, he is worried. He's looking at that runner. That's a swing and a miss. Strike two. Nice off-speed low. Caught him swinging. That's Hunt.
He is on top of the bag right there.
The pitch. That's a foul. One fouled off.
Be interesting to see if Lavari tries to throw him in closer to him, try and get him to back off the plate a little bit here as he's standing pretty close in on the box.
Yeah, he is on top of that. I see what you mean. Right on top of that bag. That's a ball lined out. That's a great catch from the Hermits left fielder.
Wait, got themselves out of a jam there.
Or no, CJ Fury's playing center. My bad. It'll be the left fielder. No, it is Fury.
Yeah, because I was going to say, normally Myers plays
And so
center.
we will head to the bottom of the first in a 0-0 game. Welcome back to Lavari Field on the campus of St. Augustine Prep for this matchup between St. Augustine and CBA. The Hermits get out of the first with runners on first and third. And so now we head to the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Hermits, Joey Arazzi, batting .297, 2 homers, 20 walks, 13 RBIs, and he has the most at-bats on the team.
Batting leadoff, definitely look to try and get anything on the ground here, try and get them on base. If you're the Hermits here, you cannot do what CBA just did and leave men on base, especially in scoring position.
That's going to be take for strike one, I believe. And this Lavonis kid, Chris Lavonis, he's their pitcher. He's really good. You really just need to start something, get some runs. Once you get some runs, now you can feel good about yourself and build upon it.
You got to try and brace and
Take
stop
ball
this.
one.
Run up the pitch count. Try and get them out early, especially with fouling off balls. Try and just run up the pitch count, make them come out early. Earlier than what they would like them to.
So the pitch. He will take a ball. Low off speed. Catcher tried to frame it. He thought he had it. I agree with the home plate umpire. Good call. I was low. Lavonis winds up. Hermits dugout really chirping now. Take strike two. Arazzi does. He does walk a lot. 20 walks. That's tied for most on the team with CJ Fury.
That was an interesting one not to swing on. That looked pretty good in the zone, especially the higher fastball.
Yeah, I don't know if Arazzi's waiting on something to hit or if he's just going to try and walk him here. Try and get a walk. The pitch. That's low. That's in the dirt. Lucky nobody was on base. That's a steal if nobody's on base. Arazzi goes and grabs it for the catcher.
Look at that sportsmanship.
It's that Hermit sportsmanship on full display with Joey Arazzi. He's a sophomore. Had him in my class. Great guy. Great person. Even better baseball player, though.
Had a Whistle Sports documentary done on him.
He did. That's a take. Ball 4. The Hermits walk and put a runner on first. And that is huge if you can get a leadoff guy on. And the Hermits dugout is really into this one. They know that this kid's a Wake Forest commit, and he's really good. And they really know that they need to do something early if they want to get him off the mound and want to start something. And so up for the Hermits, the center, or the left fielder, pardon me, CJ Fury. Check on Arazzi.
He's like Nitty, taking a big chunk at first base. I wouldn't be surprised if they sent him at some point within this at-bat, especially to try out this catcher, see how his arm is.
Yeah, he's got a lot of speed.
Yes. Reminds me of like a Weingartner or something that the Hermits had last year.
He's going to lay down a bunt, take ball 1.
I've seen that a lot, especially last year in the playoffs. A lot of people showing bunt and will walk that way because of the fact that the pitchers are trying to make sure they don't lay down a good bunt. A lot of times it allows them to actually walk on balls.
And Arazzi's fast. He can get there if they lay down a bunt. He can get to second. He can lay down a bunt, take ball 2.
Looked like he almost got caught in between that one. He kind of stayed there, brought it back, hesitated back down, and then pulled it back. Finally at the end.
So Fury batting .328, a homer, 14 walks, 18 RBIs, and 17 runs in 64 ABs. He will actually attempt the bunt there, and that's going to be fouled into the backstop right near us. So a 2-1 count. And for the Hermits, this is obviously not like, you don't have that many seniors on your team, right? So you got the 2 pitchers, Fury, Lavari, both can hit. But really, what you do as a team, that's going to be a check on Arazzi. As a team, this isn't obviously the year you're going for a state champ. I mean, you're always going for a state championship, but this isn't the year where it's like, okay, you have to go.
Because I think the only other underclassman from the team that went to the finals last year actually was playing was Myers. Because they had Serrano, but he's not here anymore. I don't know where exactly Serrano's at. But
so now a 2-1 count still. Yeah, not a lot of underclassmen that played last year, and that's going to actually be a bunt.
Great bunt.
That's a great bunt. Will they get him at first? They will.
Still gets Arazzi over to second without making him try and steal. That was almost the perfect bunt there.
Yeah, I thought Fury had a shot. As soon as that popped off his bat, then maybe he got there, but He did not. So that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Jake Myers.
That one came off a little hot, kind of made it a lot farther down the third base line than probably what he wanted to. I know he's trying to, it looked like he was trying to chop at it, make sure it got down low and just kind of sat there.
But he still does his job.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
So Lavonis facing a right-handed batter. Take ball 1 off speed, outside the zone and low. It's both.
That's been an odd thing, but a good thing for this Hermits team is having their pitchers play positions too, especially with Lavari. You see pitching today, playing first base. Fury pitches. He's playing center field, kind of plays in the outfield, especially being pretty good batters as well.
He'll take strike 1. That was a very slow pitch. Nice little off-speed thing. Fell right in there. I thought that was going to be a ball. Fell in at the last second. Perfect pitch from Lavonis.
It looks kind of like a curveball and a slider. It's not really kind of a slur, but
not really.
It's kind of odd. It's a very, very good pitch.
It's a very good pitch. That's the pitch that gets you into Wake Forest, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a take from Myers.
And it looks like he can throw it, too, more to look like it's more of a slider, more of a curveball. Very good all over with it. He still has to worry about that runner on second or Otzi. Anything into the field, not towards third base side, will probably get Otzi to third. How many?
Myers batting .282 on the season. He will get one. Shortstop will make the play at first. Otzi will advance to third. So it'll be 2 outs, runner in scoring position for the 4-hole hitter, Marco Lavari, the pitcher, batting .284 on the season, 2 homers, 19 walks, 16 RBIs, and 67 ABs.
If you're the Hermits here, you have to get him home, especially with I have a feeling it's going to be very few and far between when you get runners in scoring position, and they got to capitalize here, especially with one in scoring position early in the game.
So that'll be a take strike 1. That's a great pitch. If you're Lavari, just get something. As long as it's a base hit, you score Otzi.
Yeah. Lavari is a very good hitter, too, for being a pitcher. Very good hitter.
Like I said, batting .284. Would like to add to that total today. So take strike 2. 0-2 count. That was a good pitch. Nice fastball down in the zone.
Pitcher taking his time here.
And so Lavonis pulls something out here on 0-2. I'm looking for a chase pitch. That's a rope.
That's the base hit they needed.
And that's going to be a 1-0 St. Augustine. And the Hermits bench dugout is fired up right now as they will get a runner on first. Great hit there from Lavari, giving himself some runs to work with. Roped it out into the gap.
Great piece of hitting there by Lavari.
Great piece of hitting. That was
able
key.
to chop that one right between the first and second baseman and drop it before it got out to that.
The Hermits
right
dugout
fielder.
is loving this.
Yeah.
They're loving this.
Way to kill the momentum early, especially with a rolling team.
And so Gabe Gillespie, the 4-hole hitter, Gabe batting .328, a homer, 14 walks, 18 RBIs, 17 runs, and 64 ABs.
Speaking of pitchers being able to play different positions, here's a catcher combination that can play both different positions between Gillespie and DJ Lloyd.
That's key for the Hermits. When Lloyd's playing defense, it's great. He can bat as well. Not as well as Gillespie can when he's playing catcher. Gillespie then moves to third base or right field or wherever he goes so that they can have him hit as well when he's not playing catcher, and that's going to be take for strike 2. So 1-2 count.
Hermit team has a very bright future, especially with the versatility of players.
These next few years are looking very bright. This year could look even brighter.
You still have a lot of players developing at the high school level, though. Very young team.
That's a good take. Yeah, and if you're the Hermits, right, so you've got a lot of underclassmen, a lot of sophomores, some juniors, looking for a bright future with some senior leadership on this team that can teach them. Really the key will be developing pitching talent with Fury and Lavari leaving, as well as, that's a strike 3. Got him inside, and we will head to the top of the second right after this. Welcome back to Lavari Field on the campus of St. Augustine Prep. In a key bottom of the first inning, last time out, the Hermits came up big, got a run. So now they will look to contain the CBA offense, who starts leading off with Dan Simbinos, the catcher. He'll take ball one. Lavari, it's important to mention, 30 Ks, 29.2 innings pitched, a 1.65 ERA. He's a great pitcher. Only thrown 525 pitches this season. Great starter for the Hermits. He's been solid. Him and Fury, two cornerstones of this rotation. So it'll be ball two.
Trying to think of who the younger pitchers are on this team, because you got
Podgorski.
But other than that, I really don't think they're...
Jamison Dobis, he's gotten some innings.
I think Tatavio can.
Tatavio can. He hasn't a lot, though. They focused on him DHing.
Yeah.
We're playing
first base.
And Lavari starts with a 3-0 count. This isn't really where the Hermits would like to start with a 3-0 count in this bottom of the second.
Try and fight
the
back
top
into
of the
this
second,
one.
I should say.
He'll try and fight himself back into this count.
Strike one inside. Thought that might be called a...
I was thinking that was going to be called a ball.
I thought so, too. Hermits get away with it, which is great. Gives them a chance, revitalizes the AB. That's popped way up.
Run out of room.
And that's going to plop down maybe about 10 yards behind home plate, right over the fence.
Saw Lloyd, though, there. Very quick on that. Pop his helmet up. Make sure he was looking around for it.
If that ball didn't get out of the park almost, per se, he would have gotten that.
Yes.
So a 3-2 count.
Very short backstops here.
Very short. And he did not go, so...
I agree with that.
I agree with that as well. And he will work a walk. That was Dan Simbinos. He's walked 16, make that 17 times this season. Way to fight back into the count for Lavari. That's inspiring stuff for the Hermits. And so up to bat for CBA, Matt DeFeo, center fielder.
And they brought in a pinch runner for
their catcher.
Which I
courtesy.
Yes, courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner.
And yes. I do believe they can do that for catchers and pitchers.
And did they get him?
Very close.
I thought they got him for a second. DJ Lloyd is still up. He's still looking over there. I'm still looking over there. I think that was...
That was very close.
No instant replay here in high school baseball. Otherwise it would probably go. And that will be taken ball one. He started his at-bats with 4 straight balls in each of his ABs. So not where you want to be with. He's starting with a lot of balls. That one is roped. I think Myers will get under that, and he does. Runner will head back to first base, and that will be an out.
That's interesting that he... That's very interesting on the runner at first base there. I would have thought that he would have stayed a lot closer to that base and then tagged up and ran. Especially since he's been taking a pretty good lead over there, so I have a feeling
I think he saw that ball hit, and I think he thought that it was
gonna drop.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I mean, it looked like Myers was under that the whole time. I mean,
check on the runner.
I can't really say that for a second. I really thought Myers wasn't gonna catch that. I mean,
I thought for sure he was gonna catch it as soon as that was out. I mean, originally I thought it might be dropped down, but then I looked over and saw Myers, and he looked confident. Oh, I thought he had a throw there to first. He tried it. So 1-0 count.
Other than we do have a pretty good headwind technically going from behind home plate.
Naughton. This is Naughton. He's batting 200 on 15 ABs, 11 walks. This is a guy that's going to walk a lot. So it's 2-0.
Lavari's missing a fair amount right now.
Lavari's missing.
Try and get
That's low.
That's still not a bad thing to especially feel it out there. I know it puts you at a 3-0 count here.
He now needs to climb his way back into this.
I wouldn't be surprised if he starts struggling here if you see Kowser come in.
No action in the bullpen yet. I wouldn't expect that until another few runners, another outs. That's strike one.
There from Lavari.
Yeah, good fastball. in there, right down the middle of the plate. Infield is playing. Infield, in. Swing and a miss. Big hack there from Naughton. Looked a little delayed, almost like he wasn't really trying. He just kind of like swung it out there. It didn't look like he was trying to hit it. Almost like he saw there was going to be a strike and just wanted to swing at it. It's going to be ball 4. No throw from Lloyd. So a walk, no throw. And with 1 out, there's runners in scoring position. Runners on first and second.
Looked like Lavari there was trying to talk about that call. I mean, it was definitely close.
The 9-hole hitter, Jack Mosick, batting .211, a homer, 9 walks, 4 RBIs, and 57 at-bats.
Lloyd coming out to talk to Lavari.
Yeah, we saw Arazzi come out as well.
Yeah. I could never understand that either when you talk to, like, people who play baseball. A lot of times they're told not to swing on a 3-0 count. I never could understand that. I mean, especially if it's in the zone.
Especially if you're losing it. I mean,
yeah.
This is a close game.
Because normally they're going to put it somewhere close to the middle, so I don't know. I just think you'd want to swing on it because you know it's probably coming.
They show bunt, take strike 1. That's a good first pitch. Getting a first pitch strike, something that Lavari was struggling with early.
I'm interested to see if they send him for third.
Looks like that's Joey Arazzi's. You're playing with the runner there, and that's a bunt. They'll go for the runner, and they'll get him at first. So they'll advance runners to second and third with 2 outs.
Good play there for Capuccio to make sure he got back to first to make the catch as Tavio's coming on to that one.
Yeah, and a good play from Lavari and Lloyd to wait there for half a second just to make sure that runner isn't going to round third. Obviously, you don't expect that, but never know what happens. Coach Ney talking to Lavari, our pitching coach.
Especially with 2 runners in scoring position here. Second and third.
2 outs. And it's the leadoff batter, Campy. Take ball 1. I wouldn't be surprised if they pitched around Campy. Although the guy after Campy, Nitty, is not much of a worse hitter. He's batting .305 to .347. So both really good hitters. So
you got to think, too, leadoff man, more than likely going to put something on the ground. Most of the time with your leadoff hitters, try and put something on the ground, get into first, get runners on base. So leadoff hitters get paid to do.
Pitch from Lavari. Take strike 1. Fastball low in the zone. Campy with this 2-1 count. This is huge for the Hermits. If you can hold them here, you will have they will have left with 3 runners in scoring position already. 3-1 count.
Good play there by Lloyd to make sure he kept that ball in front of him. Anything to backstop, more than likely he's going home. So, especially with being a pinch runner.
Yeah, he's got to be a fast guy. One of their faster guys that's not in the lineup. Harrison Campy. It's low, ball 4. They'll walk him. So the bases are loaded. 2 outs. For the second baseman, James Nitty. A huge pivotal moment for the Hermits in this game. Get out of this.
Big jam here.
Big jam, yes. Strike 1, that was high.
Good pitch.
Good pitch, though. Huge to get Nitty out. He's batting .305, 5 walks, 16 RBIs. Most at-bats on the team with 82. Low, ball 1.
Now it seems like Lavari is kind of missing low. Hasn't really seemed to find a rhythm yet. Missing low a fair amount, missing high, then missing low. Looks like he's struggling a little bit here.
He found a way out of it in the first. Can he find a way out of it in the second? That's the question. That's low. That's going to go. Runner's going to advance, and he's going to get there safe at home. So CBA draws it back to a tie on a low ball, gets past Lloyd to the backstop.
Unlucky there. His glove was there. It looked like it kind of caught the top of his webbing as he was going down to block it and just kind of snuck through. And I do believe he thought he caught it, and then it kind of just got by him right in the end. And unlucky play there for Lloyd and Lavari.
The runners advanced to second and third, so 2 outs, runners in scoring position.
That one was called a ball, too, as well.
So it's a 2-1 count, yep. This is huge for Lavari. You can't give up the lead.
Damage control.
Take ball 3.
Oh, close. Very close.
He's pitching right around that zone. He moved it over a little bit. He will be finding the zone on most of these pitches.
That's the problem, is there's a fine line between finding the zone and giving up a juicy pitch for a hitter.
And that's a ground ball to Capuccio, and he will
Easy
make
play
the
first.
play. And so we will be back for the bottom of the third inning right after this. And after that tough top of the second for the Hermits, we are back. Leading off for the Hermits, Manny Aponte. They got out of that. They had 2 runners. CBA had 2 runners in scoring position. Gets out of it. Still gave up that run from third when bases were loaded.
So they definitely dodged a bullet there.
Aponte
Could have been a lot worse.
Aponte looking to do some damage. He'll take ball 1. Aponte is batting 189, 6 walks, 8 RBIs on 37 ABs. That one is popped up. Third base side. First base side, I should say.
Oh.
No catch. He dropped it, the first baseman over there.
So what I was saying, though, with the headwind, that one kind of got up there and just kind of peeled its way back in.
That was Zane Toneski who dropped that ball. So Aponte.
Good play, though, trying to dive back for that one.
Yeah. Went diving to the ground. I thought he had it at first. It was going to be a great play. Kind of fell out of his glove. It's low. He'll take. Back to the backstop.
Wish he had a runner on third base there.
Yeah, that's what happened in the last inning with bases loaded. Aponte, you know, you'd like some runs here, but it's okay if you don't. You just want to do some damage. Get some runners on base. Get some walks.
Chip away at it.
Chip away, yup.
Pretty much a 0-0 game anyway, even if you look at it, I mean, what's it, 1-1, so 1 hit apiece.
Pretty even.
Pretty much a 0-0 game still, so the way I look at it, at least.
Swing and a miss. He got him on that high breaking pitch.
That pitch is disgusting.
It is absolutely disgusting. Aponte looks
As you see,
Frustrated.
Ponte swung high on that, and that just dropped right below the bat.
Nothing you can do about that.
No.
You don't swing, that's a strike. That's strike 2 or strike 3.
And you swing, and you're over top of it because you're thinking it's going to be.
That's a strike. That Dom DeTavio did not like that call. Playing first base today. He'll take ball 2, or ball 1, I should say.
I think we were talking about that before with the DeTavio switching between DHing and Lavari playing first, and then DeTavio playing first base.
DeTavio batting 2-2-2. It's going to be fouled right back towards us.
That's pretty much what it's been with the rotation at first base is between Lavari and DeTavio, where if Lavari's pitching, normally DeTavio's on first base, and Lavari's designated hitting, and then obviously it's switched when Lavari isn't pitching most of the time.
DeTavio, the lefty bat, a lot of power. He has a steal this season, big man.
Big man running, taking bases.
Don't know exactly how he got that, but I'd like to assume that he took second. Ball
I'm interested to see how big of a lead he had to make that work. Does DeTavio play any other sports?
He played football for 2 years.
I thought he played football.
Swing ground ball to short. Play at first will be there.
Got kind of a late step when he was trying to turn and run. That's got to be hard for a lefty to try and turn and then run.
Especially on a ground ball right there.
Whereas the right-hander has a little bit further to run. They don't have to do a complete 360 to then try, or 180 to try and turn and run the first base.
So that'll bring up the 8-hole hitter, DJ Lloyd, the catcher. Lloyd batting 178 with 8 walks, 6 RBIs, and 4 steals.
See, if you're a lefty, you just start running third base instead of first. It works the same way, right?
Lloyd steps in. Ball 2. You know, for as good as Lavonis is, he has been having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. A lot of counts where he's high in the balls. He's not throwing. I mean, he's throwing strikes, but he's not throwing them consistently.
He looks like he's very good at working the count, especially with working between ball or strikes, trying to tunnel every batter in. I mean, you look at the one to Manny where it just kind of dropped from high into the zone.
Good
take. Chase.
Good take there from Lloyd. That nasty pitch going from the right to left, or from the left to the right, he takes. So the wind picking up now towards the outfield. It's going to be an out, I believe. Will he get there? He will.
Good catch.
So that'll be the end of the second inning, and we'll be back for the top of the third inning. Ugh. Struggled through that last bit. Welcome back to LeVare Field on the campus of St. Augustine Prep for the top of the third. Just a reminder for anybody who is just joining us, Hermits scored in the bottom of the first. That was Arazzi running from third. And then bases loaded, LeVare gave one up at the top of the second inning. That'll be ball one.
That's another one that hit the top of Lloyd's glove and kind of fell out.
Up to bat for CBA.
LeVare's throwing so hard, it's blowing his glove apart.
Hunter Del Guerco. That's a grounder. That's going to get past the third baseman, Aponte. That might be extra bases. Well, he's going to stay at first.
He was rounding like he was going to go.
Took a wide run over at first base. Slowed down.
Caught the corner of the bag. Coach was telling him to stop.
Did he stop? He listened to his coach.
Yeah.
So that'll bring up number 44, Zane Toneski, the first baseman.
So 4
towards left field. Low ball. Will he throw him out? He had a chance.
It's a good throw.
Yeah, Del Guerco had a very slow start from first. I thought he might have a chance if he got there. Maybe a half of a second earlier, he would have gotten the out there.
That's a pretty good chirp. I didn't know this was cricket.
It was a pretty good chirp.
That was pretty good.
Toneski takes low, ball 3. 3-1 count. Look, if you're LeVare here, you want to work back in this count. Get an out or two in this inning. It looks like there's already stuff. There's already stuff going on in the bullpen. It looks like they're sending Burnley out. That's a swing and a miss by Toneski. Maybe.
It's not Burnley.
No,
I'm trying to think.
Is that Cowser?
Yeah, it's Cowser. I think when we were talking to Coach Nay earlier, that's what they were saying. They were going to go to Cowser. Cowser
Once they were done with LeVare, yeah.
LeVare didn't have the best of all starts, which he hasn't. You see, he walks in, yeah.
So that'll bring up the 5-hole hitter, Dan Simbinos, catcher.
See Coach Neal talk to him.
Where is it? And there's going to be a mound meeting, but I was wrong. It was Wyatt Hunt, the third baseman, that's going to come up to bat. Mound meeting. I'm assuming nothing is going to happen here.
I don't think yet, because Cowser just went out there and he saw Burnley.
The catcher is now going.
Burnley going out there to catch now. So I have a feeling there'll be probably just a mound visit letting them know, hey, this is what's going on.
No. Obviously, you want him to go a little bit further into this game, but you obviously don't want to give up another run. It's still a 0-0. Well, a 1-1 game, but it's really 0-0. Don't want to give up much now.
Like you were saying, too, before, is they have enough rest time. So if it comes down to winning the game versus
they can pitch
losing
anybody.
The game, yes.
They could even pitch Fury if they wanted to.
I wouldn't be surprised especially if Cowser comes in and has a rough go at it. I wouldn't be surprised if they try and bring Fury in or someone like that. I thought they'd bring Burnley in early. Especially this pitching core here is pretty hurt. I mean, Milan Patel and Pogorski both being out on injuries.
Good play from Lloyd there to block that ball, keep the runner at second. The runner of Del Guerco over there on second, a little hesitant. The show bunt. 2-0 count. He's got to throw some strikes here.
Yeah.
Take ball 3. So a 3-0 count. Now he really needs to throw a strike.
Yeah.
A walk loads the bases with no outs. At the top of the third. He needs one here.
Try and fight themselves back into it.
They're going to send the other Burnley, the pitcher, out there as well.
Don't think he's pitching. He's going out there without a glove.
Strike 1. Another one of those weird calls on the strikes.
I have a feeling LeVare probably is going to be done at least after this inning.
And that's going to be into the gap. Myers misses it, and that's going to bring home a run, maybe 2. Myers late to get there. That's going to bring home 2, maybe 3. Runner will hold up at third, and that's a triple for Hunt, the third baseman, which will bring up Dan Simbinos. But a bases clearing triple. That's not good for the Hermits.
No.
Going to give up 2.
That pretty much blows that what we were talking about before with trying to keep them below 3. Keep them within that 1-2-3 range, and it's only the 3rd inning, so.
And there's still a runner on 3rd.
Yeah.
CBA dugout is loving it. That ball is going to get away from Lloyd.
Yeah, the Hermits took the momentum away in the first, especially with getting 1 run, and then kind of started to turn away from him here. I mean, good play there by Myers to try and lay out for that one. Obviously couldn't make the catch, but
that's high ball 2.
That's the hard part about that too. I mean, you got Myers coming onto that, calling off who'd that be? Fury out there.
That would be Fury, up.
So if you're calling him off, it puts Fury out of position if he does miss that, which was
I think that's Kauser running back towards the dugout.
Wouldn't be surprised if after this batter, if it goes south, I wouldn't be surprised if Kauser comes in, especially coming back now. Kauser, the Fairfield commit.
He also plays basketball.
Basketball, yeah.
Pretty good basketball
Big
player.
basketball player.
It's low ball 3. 3-1 count.
I'm surprised Kauser does not play first base. That's how tall he is.
Yeah, he's
Big
a great
wingspan.
pitcher, though.
Yeah, he's big. Well, I mean, when you got that much of a wingspan, that much of a reach. A lot of extension.
A grounder to Arazzi. He's going to throw it home. He's going to be out at home, so that'll be the first out of the inning. Runner will get to first base safely. Fielder's choice.
That was a smart play, though, to go home, make sure they got him out at home, make sure no more runs scored.
That's a good play. That's a good play
throw.
from Arazzi. Yeah.
Good throw.
Good tag by Lloyd.
Yep.
And here we go.
Here
This will be Matt Kauser coming out. Coach Ney will take Lavari off the mound. Lavari not happy with his performance today. But he will get a chance. He'll stay at DH, obviously, and will get to continue hitting, make his presence known there. So Matt Kauser will come on to pitch, number 32. Welcome back to LeVar Field on the campus of St. Augustine Prep. Top of the third inning. Hermits have given up 2 with only 1 out. Runner on first. Pitching change. Lavari came out. He'll stay at a DH. In came Matt Kauser. That's low, ball 1. Kauser with a 2.43 ERA, 28 Ks, 23 innings pitched on 397 pitches. Is probably the top relief guy for the Hermits here. Ball 1, throw, play at the first base, not there.
Wood decided to hold instead. Threw a little pump fake there.
Got me. High end inside, ball 3. Fails to catch the corner.
Kauser being a relief pitcher this year. I wouldn't be surprised if he works into a starting role next year, especially with Fury and Lavari leaving.
Yeah, neither would I. Him, Podgorski. That's strike 1. Strike 1. Him, Podgorski, and one other guy out there pitching for the Hermits.
Interested to see who they put in next year.
Kauser's going to check on the runner at first. Next year's going to be an interesting year for the Hermits.
That ball got by Detavio, so the runner will go second.
That's the pinch runner, number 24, Michael DeFazio, batting for CBA, number 10, Matt DeFeo, center fielder, batting .254 on the season. High ball 4.
Kauser
DeFeo's going to walk.
Kauser struggling to find the zone as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he didn't get much warm-up time earlier in the bullpen. He got maybe a few pitches in, but took him right back out of the bullpen into dugout to come in and replace Lavari. Wouldn't be surprised if he has some control issues, at least for a little bit early. It's ball 1.
Normally Kauser's that way anyway, coming in kind of normally a little all over the place until he figures it out, kind of finds his zone.
Yeah, I did the Old Bridge game, and I saw that happened a lot. He walked to the first few guys, got into his rhythm,
and
got out of the inning.
Once he gets into a rhythm, he's in a rhythm.
He is.
But it's just getting into that rhythm earlier than what
ball 2.
Than later.
Winner will face the winner of RBC and Pingree. 1v8 seed there. No upsets on our side of the bracket. Inside, strike 1. DeFeo. This is Naughton. DeFeo singled there, so this is Tim Naughton, the DH. Batting 200. Strike 2. He checks the swing. Doesn't matter. It was still in the strike zone. Fastball down the center. See what Tim Naughton can do with runners on first and second. Took a long look at the runner at second. Eyeing down that pinch runner.
One out.
This would be huge to get an out here for Kauser. It's a pop, shallow center field, and that's going to drop. That'll load up the bases.
That was a hard play there, as that one was just kind of chopped right between. Miscommunication there, as that one was chopped between the shortstop, second baseman, and Myers, who was trying to charge onto that one.
Yeah, it looked like Capuccio and Myers were the two guys who had a good chance. I don't think Myers had time to get there. Maybe Capuccio, if he had kept going, could have had a chance at a play.
Myers was trying to charge in on that one hard. It looked like it's hard to say what was going on out there, but you would think that either
Capuccio or
Arashi or Capuccio would be going back. Other than the problem is they're still trying to go back on that, and he got the pretty good wind back, blowing the ball towards the fence.
That's a swing and a miss. Big hack there. That's a good first pitch strike. Got him swinging. That's Jack Mokic in the 9-hole left fielder. high ball one. Mokic on the season, batting .211 with a homer, 9 walks, 4 RBIs, and 57 ABs. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Wow, that was close.
That was close.
I thought that one broke in for a strike.
Well, yeah, whether it be Lavari or Cowser, both are struggling to well, Lavari was, Cowser now struggling to find that strike zone. That's high ball 3. This has got to be a good pitch here. This has been a long inning for the Hermits. Not what you want. Taking strike 2.
Full count.
Good pitch.
Fighting himself back here.
Nice fastball.
Has to win this fight here, though.
He does.
If not, you walk in a run. Good
Swing and a
pitch.
miss. Great pitch up there.
Brought the high heat. High heat, try and get him to swing,
So
which he did bite on it.
Mokic will strike out.
A little late on that, as that one was kind of back behind him as he swung on it.
That'll bring up Harrison Campy, the shortstop, batting .357. They'll get past him. Runners will stay. Oh, now they've got him in a pickle. Oh, and he errors a run in. Well, that was interesting.
Bad play there by the Hermits. That one
What a great play from CBA.
Low throw there from Arachi as that one hit Cowser in the gloves. He was trying to get down there to make the play. Hit his glove, bounced to the backstop, allowed the runner to get home, and allowed both of them to get to first and second, but put both of them back in scoring position.
So now runners on second and third. A 4-1 game.
Pretty much all their runs have been off the arrows or just poor playing by the Hermits defense.
Hermits with already with 3 errors. Not ideal.
No,
Not ideal.
not this early in the game.
No. Taken ball 2. CBA dugout really enjoying this right now. Really enjoying this. Been a great inning from CBA. That's fouled off. Way off.
Now if you're the Hermits here, you got to go into damage control mode and make sure you get out of this inning. Trying to keep the hurt down, especially with 2 runners in scoring position here.
Yeah, I feel if you give up a few more runs, you could put yourself way out of this game. Right now, you're still in it.
Still close. They're only down by 3.
He strikes Campy out to get out of the inning. And we'll be right back for Hermits batting after this. Welcome back to the bottom of the 3rd inning here at Lavari Field. Leading off for the Hermits, Jack Capuccio. If you're just joining us, that last inning a bit disastrous for the Hermits. Gave up 3 on an error at the end of that inning. Was huge. Got the runner stuck from second, and play at the plate was not there. Breaking pitch won't find the zone. 1-1 count to Capuccio. It's our first time seeing Capuccio, the 9-hole hitter. Jack Capuccio batting .388, 9 walks, 12 RBIs, and he's tied with first for most walk doubles on the team with Marco Lavari.
Especially if you're at Hermits here, they haven't even gotten through the full order within 4 innings. This CBA has gotten through the order a fair amount.
Take strike 1.
Just shows there how CBA has been able to run up pitch counts, and really the Hermits haven't here. I mean, haven't really gotten to any high pitch count situations, especially within at-bats.
That's a swing. And he checked it, but it didn't matter. It fell into the zone. So Capuccio will strike out, which will bring up Arazzi, shortstop, 1-hole hitter. And if you're the Hermits here in the bottom of the third, you think, like we said in the bottom of the second, just get some runners on base, lengthen this inning up. Take strike 1. Arazzi takes ball 1.
Speaking of pitch counts, I mean, Kaiser just coming into the game has 22 pitches and
yeah, he only threw .2 innings. 2/3, and that's lined center field. Center fielder will be under it, and he will make the play. For half a second, it looked like maybe something going with that, but DeFeo got under it to make the play. So 2 away for the Hermits. Up to bat, left fielder CJ Fieri. One of the few lefty bats on this Hermits team. Take strike 1. That one's just low, ball 1. And so Lavonis, he had a tough bottom of the first, but he's gotten into a rhythm now. As I say that, thrown too low into the dirt.
just keep saying that. Keep jinxing it.
The pitch. Ooh, did he go?
Don't think it mattered anyway. I thought he still was going to call that strike. It looked pretty close anyway.
2-2 count. Fouled off, foul tip. Lavari here. We could use a hit.
Yeah. Any base runner would be
haven't had one since the first inning.
Yeah. Base runners would be nice. Very nice.
He'll take ball 3. Well, a full count, 2 away. Bottom of the third. Be huge. Lavari here. Wind is really picking up, and he swings and he misses. Strike 3. He got Lavari. And that will be the end of the third inning. We'll be right back after this. And we are back for the top of the fourth inning. A tough third inning for the Hermits all over the board. So Kauser is back out to pitch. That one is roped to the second baseman, I should say. Great catch by Capuccio. That was number 4 when picks up. That was number 4, James Nettie, who lined out to the second baseman, I should say. Ball was outside. The pitch. That one caught the corner.
I thought that was going to hit him.
Was low inside.
Inside and then cut back in. Good pitch hit by Kauser.
So Hunter Del Guerco swings and misses. Hermits could use a 1-2-3 inning.
Yes. Chip away at the momentum the CBA has right now. Especially coming off of a big 3-run inning before.
You figure Kauser can go far in a game. He's got stamina. He can go for a lot of pitches. He needs to, and that one's popped.
It's got to
foul.
get out.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that one was not going to.
For a second, it looked like maybe it would stay.
Maybe got caught up in the wind a little bit. Hoping.
2-2 count. That one might stay in the park. Oh,
Good
and a
catch
good
there
catch.
by
Dom
Dattavio.
Dattavio, yup. Looked like the first one coming off the bat, so I thought maybe it would go foul. It stays in barely, and leaning over the fence, he makes the catch.
Once again, we were talking about the wind. I mean, blowing right back into the face of Kauser. Yeah, I think any ball that's hit pretty high is going to carry, and especially if it's going foul, it's going to carry back in.
Kauser takes a second. 2 away in this fourth inning, and it could not be going any better for the Hermits.
Looks like he might have been, probably a little early there, especially with fouling 2 off. Probably difference in speeds from Kauser to Lavari, especially Lavari being
great
high
velocity. Yup.
Nothing against Kauser's velocity, but especially even if it's a little bit slower, I mean.
That one is high fly ball, deep left center. Fieri is under it and will make the catch, and so CBA goes 1-2-3, and we'll be right back after this for the bottom of the fourth inning.
The Rich Bersani Group at Green Tree Mortgage and Nick Christopher and Sherry Klein of the Christopher Property Group at Remax Community have been proud partners with St. Augustine Prep since 2015. Let our 50 years of experience guide you through the home buying and selling process. The Rich Bersani Group at Green Tree Mortgage and Nick Christopher and Sherry Klein of the Christopher Property Group at Remax Community have been proud partners with St. Augustine Prep since 2015. Let our 50 years of experience guide you through the home buying and selling process. The Rich Bersani Group at Green Tree Mortgage and Nick Christopher and Sherry Klein of the Christopher Property Group at Remax Community have been proud partners with St. Augustine Prep since 2015. Let our 50 years of experience guide you through the home buying and selling process. The Rich Bersani Group at Green Tree Mortgage and Nick Christopher and Sherry Klein of the Christopher Property Group at Remax Community have been proud partners with St. Augustine Prep since 2015. Let our
So we are back for the bottom of the fourth inning. A great 1-2-3 inning there in the top of this fourth inning. Now they need something here. Get at least some base runners. Get his pitch count up. It'll be Myers, one of the guys who you would hand choose to do this job. He swings and misses.
I think we were just talking about before we went back live again. I mean, 30 pitch inning here would be very nice.
Yep. Myers batting .282. He has the most steals on the team. That was a nasty pitch.
Myers, like we were saying before, one of the younger guys that was on the team last year when they made the state final run.
As a sophomore starting on a state finals team, that is crazy to me.
Yeah. Myers, very good basketball player too. I know he doesn't play, didn't play for the school, but see him around the gym playing.
Yeah, he played football for the school.
Yeah.
Focused on baseball after the state championship run last year.
Yeah.
He'll take a ball low in the dirt.
A lot of multi-sport athletes here.
A lot of multi-sport athletes. And a swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Myers.
Hermits are struggling with that pitch there. I mean, and this pitcher is very good at releasing it at different spots to have it come off more like a curveball, more like a slider, then a slurve. It's very hard to watch this.
And so Lavari, he went for a little bit earlier as the starting pitcher. Had to be pulled out after giving up 3. And so
gave up what?
Looks to make some impact at the plate.
Because Kowski gave up 1.
He gave on the crazy play down here.
Yeah.
It's a ball low. 2-0 count. This is how you want to start if you're Lavari.
Yes.
Now you just got to make something out of this count. That's what the Hermits have had trouble with. Take strike 1. If they get somebody on base, I would suggest doing that the fake bunt again. That was working. Throwing a lot of balls. Lavari takes strike 2. That's a corner. Breaking ball. This is huge here.
This pitcher's dealing. Starting
Pitcher
to deal.
is dealing. You want to stop that now for the Hermits.
Oh.
That's going to hit the umps. And he's safe. No swing. I didn't think he went either.
Nailed the ump right in the face.
Ump's shaking that one off. It's going to need to take a minute. So they'll go and talk to Lavonis. Trainer Matt will come out. Take a second to talk to the ump. CBA coach will bring out some water.
Trying to get on his good side there.
Yeah.
Make a couple calls go his way.
Lavari, full count, 1 out. This is a big spot. Add to the suspense is this one. Catcher will get back behind home plate. Home plate ump took a second.
I think that one caught him up right in around his chin area.
That one's got to hurt. We'll take strike 3. A little inside, but didn't matter. So 2 away for Gabe Gillespie. One of the better bats on this Hermits team. Looking to start something here.
Home run.
4th. He has 1 on the season, and that's going to get over the shortstop's head. Or second baseman, I should say, and that's a hit.
It's a good hit there.
Exactly like we were talking about. Get base runners. That's what the Hermits needed to do, and that's what Gabe Gillespie did. So up to bat, the third baseman, Manny Aponte.
That one was pretty much hit to the same spot that the Hermits struggle with there, too. Right in between.
Yeah, there was a play in the 3rd inning. It was right there. Good take.
There's spots to drop base hits.
There are spots to drop base hits, and that was one of them. And that was a good hit from Gillespie. The first hit since the 1st inning. He's going to rope that one up the center.
Good hit too.
And now the Hermits have something brewing, a little 2-out magic. The center fielder had a little trouble with that. Sort of bobbling it. Couldn't get one up.
Acting like the Phillies right here with a 2-out rally here.
Be huge for the Hermits. At the very least, this is helping confidence. You know, you're seeing the pitcher a little bit better. So
maybe starting to get in his head a little bit too, especially when he's dealing as much as he was 1, 2, 3 innings, then starting to chip away at that momentum that he has.
The big bat, Dom DeTavio, first baseman for the Hermits. Taking the second. breaking ball. Strike one. Dom, the only other lefty bat on this team other than Fury. Two lefties. This is a huge spot for the Hermits. They can get something really going here. Keep them in this game.
Ooh.
That's a nasty pitch.
I think Dom was like caught him off guard.
Yeah,
That was a weird swing.
He kind of just swung when he saw it. Very late. 0-2 count. 2 away.
That swing was living on a hack and a prayer to try and make contact.
Well, now he wants to make contact. Get a base hit. Oh. Just going to get away from him.
Run it
Throw
out.
to first. Will not. Will be in time. So that'll be the end of the third or the fourth inning. And we are back for the fifth inning of action at Lavari Field. Hermits, to recap, had some trouble early. They settled down in the fourth, got some base hits. They were batting. And so that is the 5-hole hitter for CBA. That's going to be a line out, fly out. To right field, Gabe Gillespie was under it. That was Wyatt Hunt. So it'll bring up a pinch. Their numbers on their jerseys are weird. That 6 looks like an 8 from far away. I was about to look for the pinch hitter. There was none. It's still Simbinos. Take strike one.
Good pitch there by Kowser.
Good pitch, off speed, inside. Something. A 1-2-3 inning would be huge here. That's right near his foot.
I think he should have just hit top of his foot.
He's gonna rope that one. Fair. Down the left field line. Runner will stay at first. So I'll bring up the center fielder, Matt DeFeo. Huge hit there from the catcher for CBA to add some insurance runs. You figure some insurance runs for CBA could put this one a little out of reach for the Hermits.
Yeah. Especially with their pitcher
yeah.
pitching the way
if
he
they
is.
can keep this score, though, they still have a shot. I mean, no game's ever over, but you'd like to say the Hermits need to contain here, and that was high.
Yeah. Contain. I like that. I like that choice of words there.
Contain.
Contain.
This is DeFeo. Take strike one right down the middle of the strike zone. Good pitch. And there is an arm warming up in the CBA bullpen. unless that's their starter, but I doubt it. So it's an arm warming up in the CBA bullpen.
69 pitches for the CBA pitcher, so getting up there. I would be surprised if they try and keep him in for the next inning and then maybe bring in a change.
Strike 2, good pitch from Cowser. Trying to figure out that number, but I cannot see it.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to do what Cowser was not able to do and
warm up your pitcher.
Make sure they have the pitcher warmed up, so then when they have to go to him, they can.
Especially after that 2-hit 4th inning for the Hermits.
Yeah.
They're starting to see this pitcher well. At least well enough to get 2 hits.
Yeah.
You know, start to get on base. Start to feel it. Runner went.
And
Foul
he's
tip into
gonna
the...
have to go back. All that work for nothing.
Well, it's lucky for the Hermits because he got a great jump.
Yeah.
If that pitch hits the catcher's glove, that runner
he's not.
is getting to second safely.
Yes. And easily.
And easily, yes. Cowser needs something here. High pitch, ball 2. 1 away. No action in the bullpen.
The Hermits, nope.
Like I said, Cowser has that stamina. It's popped up. Lloyd looking. It's going to land. Right
Almost
warning
dead in
track.
that same spot where...
Same spot, yup.
It's a little too close, Mike, to just be standing there.
Same thing with Lloyd, though. He got right up looking for it. Check on the runner at first.
Someone's got some Mozart going on in the background. Trying to put me to sleep.
Could use a Mozart-esque pitch here, and that's a strike 3. There it is.
There is that Mozart-esque pitch there.
Great fastball. Gets by him. Gets by DeFeo. The Hermits have 2 away. Runner on first. Be big to get out of this one. Tim Naughton, the DH. Big fella. Stepping in. He's batting .200 with 15 ABs and a lot of walks. 11 to be exact. He'll take ball 1. Cowser's getting up there in pitches for a relief pitcher. But I've seen...
I have a feeling they'll probably leave him in, especially if he's dealing.
Yeah, he can start games. He's like their 4th guy in their rotation sometimes.
I have a feeling he could probably go deep, at least to the... I think he could probably finish out this game. I wouldn't be surprised as long as the pitch count doesn't keep getting run up.
Yeah, and if he's still dealing.
Yeah.
That one's flied.
I have no clue where that
Foul.
ball went.
Into the woods, I believe.
I wonder how many people could go out in these woods back here and go and find balls. Like how many balls people could find. Even if they're degrading or whatever else.
Runner is safe at first. It's got to be a few hundred. All the foul balls that have been hit out there.
Yeah.
Whether it's practice or whatever. 1-2 count. Pitch is high. Are they going to get him? He got him. And that will get the Hermits out of the inning. Throw to second is there. Well, the Hermits looking to build on that these last few innings. That's strike one. We're back. Bottom of the 5th inning. Hermits down 4-1. They're looking to build on the last inning. They had 2 hits, their first 2 hits since the first inning. And it's DJ Lloyd, the catcher. Bat. He swings and he misses. Strike 2. He's down in this count. Look for a chase pitch here.
Lloyd a pretty good hitter in his own right.
High ball one. Yeah, Lloyd batting 178, 8 walks, 6 RBIs, 4 steals.
I was going to say, normally he's pretty good on base too with steals.
That one is, oh, it nearly got over his head. He was roaming back there. I thought for a second maybe it would get over his head.
That's a good catch there by the CBA.
Yeah, made a little leaping grab.
Jumping up,
making
sure he caught that.
So it'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Jack Capuccio. Capuccio looking to get something here. It's low ball one. For them?
Yeah.
And so as we were talking about, there might be a somebody in the bullpen for CBA. That's going to be number 9, Nick Harnisk. Hard to see on the score sheet here, but Nick Harnisk pitches a swing and a miss for Capuccio.
He's over top of that one there.
Hermits fighting for their season. Obviously, winner go home.
Yep.
Down 4-1. Capuccio needs something here. Only his second time up to bat. A swing and a miss. He got him on strikes.
That's a good pitch. Good pitch. Dropped right from pretty much in the strike zone out of strike zone.
Gonna retire Capuccio. And bring up Arazzi. 2 out. Magic. Maybe. The Hermits. They could use it. Looking to get through the 5th for Livonis. Take ball 1.
It's a good thing with Arachi too, being a smaller guy, smaller strike zone.
Now Harnisk, the guy that's in the CBA bullpen, is a starter most of the time. Moving down to be a relief guy now that we are in the playoffs. That's a high ball 2 for Arazzi. That one's in the dirt, ball 3. 3-0 count. I think that's the first today for the Hermits. Maybe one other.
I was going to say, it hasn't been much.
Yeah, Livonis has been good about getting in to a good count. Strike 1.
Yeah, he's been very good at getting into a good count, making sure he doesn't have to fight back into too many. Or if he has, it's been like a 3-1, 3-2 count, full count.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing.
It's low ball 4, and he's going to walk Arazzi, his second walk of the game. For the pitcher, at least, I should say. That's going to put a runner on base for CJ Fury. And that's going to be a mound meeting for CBA. I saw that coming if they were going to walk him. I'd assume they're going to take out Livonis sooner rather than later.
I have a feeling they're going to do a mound visit here, probably just talk it out, make sure
let him
everything's
face his
good.
batter.
And then probably after they have mound visit, if everything's still going not to plan, then they'll probably
Take
try
him
to
out.
pull him out.
Well, it would be huge for the Hermits here if they can get something off of Livonis before he gets out. He said 82 pitches thrown. So he was getting up there. Fury, one of the 2 lefty bats for the Hermits. Could use something here. First pitch is going to be a grounder to short. Going to throw to first is in time, and that's going to retire the side. And so we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the 6th inning of action here at LeVare Field. And the Hermits looking for a quick inning here, and then they need magic. It's going to be the leadoff, and the leadoff man for CBA is number 21, Tim Naughton, the DH. The pitch, he'll take ball one. That was a loud into the catcher's mitt.
Probably one of the best sounds in baseball is that pop when it hits the catcher's mitt.
So nice. I was at the Phillies game the other day. Was hearing the bullpen guys, that pop sounds like a gunshot over there. Not as loud here, but still a beautiful sound. And that's in ball 3, and now Kowser's in trouble.
I think we might have jinxed them there.
I know. I take back what I said. Hopefully that works. Strike one.
Good pitch there from Kowser.
Good pitch, yup. Quality 3-0 count pitch. A lot of times you see guys just throw a fastball over the middle. Good pitch there. Strike 2. He's worked his way back into this one.
Full count.
Big AB here. He's going to swing. One's going to be grounded to Arazzi. He aired earlier, but he gets the best of that one, and that is an out. First one of the inning. That was big. He looked for a second like he bobbled it. Again.
Yeah, they're taking...
Part 2.
I don't know what's over there, but they're taking hard hops off of the ground over there.
It's taking a hard hop in center, too. There was a ball to center earlier. I think if the Hermits hit it, and it was bouncing around.
I have a feeling it's right where the grass meets the dirt that it kind of it changes the speed at which it's... Because you got to think, the grass has a lot more, like...
Yeah.
Friction, and it kills the ball a lot more than what the
swing and a
gravel
miss.
would.
There. From Mokic. That one's going to be popped up. Not even close for Lloyd. This is Mokic, the 9-hole hitter.
I don't know. I think Lloyd should have ran through CBA's dugout and ran back and caught that.
Might have had time. That was really high.
Yeah, that one was up there.
He hung it. And with this wind, take. The good thing with this wind, though, is anything popped back might blow back into play. Bad thing is that you give up stuff to the outfield. And that's strike 2. So 1-2 count. That's huge for the Hermits.
Strike 3.
Strike 3.
Yeah, I thought that was...
Yeah, I thought that was strike 2.
I thought that was strike 2 too, but
I saw Lloyd get up. I'm like, what is he doing? This is going to bring up the 1-hole hitter, Harrison Campy.
This will be a good 1-2-3 inning if Kowser can get it here.
Don't jinx it. Strike 1. Good pitch.
That's
Great
why I
off
said
speed.
if Kowser can get it. If Kowser can get it.
Infield playing in. Oh, that's a strike. I think that was a strike.
That was close.
Obviously, the umpire has a better view than us, but I thought that was a strike.
It's the hard part about where we're at is kind of off.
A weird angle, yeah.
That one was a ball.
For sure. One was in the dirt.
There's no arguing that one.
Kowser's pitch. Popped foul. Another one.
Back in the same spot over there.
So a 2-2 count. 2 away for Campy. Be a great inning from Kowser if you can get this guy. Campy. That's going to be a grounder to Capuccio, to D'Ottavio. And that's going to be the end of this top of the 6th. And we'll be right back after this for the Hermits batting. Welcome back to Lavari Field for a pivotal bottom of the 6th inning. Up to bat first is Jake Myers. Interesting to see over there. Fury warming up almost for possibly his last appearance in a Hermits baseball game.
I'm wondering what the movement is going to be like, especially since he's playing left field.
That's going to be a ball low. He tried to frame it. That was almost a really good frame job.
Yes.
Myers has had trouble with that off-speed stuff. That's a nasty pitch. Myers has had trouble with that. 0 for 2 on the day. He's going to take a second.
Try and freeze him a little bit here is what it looked like he was going to do. Started to kind of wind up.
The wind blowing straight to the outfield here.
Pull one up there and let it carry.
That's ball 2. This is a good AB. This is turning into a good AB for Jake Myers if he can do something with it.
Ooh, that wind is whipping.
Blew over our water bottles. That's strike 1. Low in the zone. Myers made that face. It was like, ooh. Ooh, that was a good pitch. That's strike 2. He's fought back now. Great job out there from Lavonis, the Wake Forest commit.
Lavonis has been very good at fighting himself back in the counts.
And he's finally going to get his hand on that.
Play, beat him out.
He's going to get there.
Good play.
That's a great play. He was struggling on that off-speed pitch. Finally got on top of it. I think that was the shortstop that couldn't get to it.
No, it was the third baseman who was cutting across.
The shortstop was the guy who made the throw.
The third baseman was cutting across, tried to make a diving play, and just took a hard hop and bounced over his head.
That's a
good play there by the shortstop there to make sure he got in front of it.
Infield single, I believe. Doubt that's an error. Lavari, that's on his head. That was a high pitch. I thought that was going to hit Lavari's head. What's going on over there at first? Marco needs something here. 1-0 count. It's going to take a second. Lavonis maybe.
In his head a little bit there.
Yeah, we saw the guy in the hole. Manny Apate coming over to chirp. The runner's going to go. He's going to be safe. That's high ball 2. That's huge for the Hermits. Hermits have something brewing.
Catcher there tried to make the pop to his hand, kind of dropped it on the pop. Allowed Myers to get in there pretty easily to second base.
Myers leads the team in steals with 23. Make that 24. Now the Hermits dug out with life.
Oh, and he got a balk.
This is huge.
They just called Lavonis for a balk, advancing Myers to third base.
Now the Hermits really have something brewing here.
There's a storm of brewing.
And the dugout knows it too. It's going to be fouled off. Lavari.
He was on time with that one, just a little underneath of it.
Yeah, he was on time. If he got a hold of that thing, thing was roped somewhere. Lavonis, his pitch, swing and a miss.
Lavari underneath that one.
Yeah, 2 errant pitches on the first 2 pitches of the AB. Fought back now from Lavonis. Marco could use something here.
I think it's Gillespie, then Aponte, and next.
And that's going to catch the strike zone. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Strikeout. And this is going to be a mound visit, and they're going to take out Lavonis, I'd assume.
Yeah, it looks like number 9 was coming in.
Lavonis' day is over. He got through 5 1/3. Great day from Lavonis.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't argue that performance. That was a great performance there.
Really only one mistake, and that's the balk.
Yeah.
The balk and then the first inning. So they're going to bring on number 9, Nick Harnisk. He has a 2.26 ERA, 33 Ks, and 40.1 innings pitched. He has the most pitches thrown on the season, 622. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Lavari Field for the bottom of the 6th inning. After that pitching change, the Hermits still have that runner on third in a 4-1 game, only one away for one of our better bats, Gabe Gillespie. And the dugout is into this. They know this is a huge opportunity. At least get one or two back here.
Dugout is fired up over there.
In the hole, we're up to bat on deck. Manny Aponte. That's going to be low, ball one. Huge AB here from Gillespie. These next two ABs, Gillespie and Aponte, are going to be the make or break for this game, I believe.
Yes. You cannot leave Myers on base here.
Take strike one.
You cannot leave Myers on base.
And Myers is a speedy guy. If you hit something into the outfield, even if it's lined and roped,
he'll probably
shallow,
hold him at third and then send him.
Take ball two. Off-speed stuff. We've seen a few of those off-speed pitches come near batters' heads for the Hermits.
I'm interested to see if anything goes behind the catcher if Myers is coming home, I would think.
I'd assume so. He's got the most steals. He's a fast guy. It's going to be grounded, and that's not good.
Come home. Come home.
Well, he thought about it. I think Myers probably could have came home, but it'll be the second out of the inning. And here it goes. 2 outs, runner on third. Manny Aponte needs this. Senior in his possible last baseball game of his career.
In the Hermits blue.
Actually, I lie. He is committed to play baseball.
Frior is
college.
I'm trying to remember this.
I think Washington something. Washington College, maybe?
Might be.
It's high. Ball one. But this will be his last game in Hermits blue if he can't get something. Hermits down to their last 4 outs. Runner on third. That's fouled off into the backstop. We saw Lavari warming up. I'd not be surprised to see him start out this 6th inning, especially, or Fury, I should say, especially if we can get something going. Maybe even bring in this run.
I'm interested to see if Fury will come in or if they'll let Cowser try and finish it out.
Yeah, just try and do something.
Especially since Cowser's been dealing pretty well.
Well, that's strike one. That was low. Close. On the line.
2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 outs.
Manny Aponte.
Already has 1 base hit today. Hoping to make it 2.
He does. Batter's time.
Smart time.
Smart time. This is huge here. Anything hit to the outfield. That's a good take. He did not swing. I don't know why he tried to tag either.
Technically, if it's fouled off and dropped, he can run to first.
I don't think that.
I don't think he tipped it or was anywhere close to tipping that.
No.
Or if it's swung and dropped, then
Well,
he can
yeah.
run, yeah.
But that was strike 2.
Yes, it is strike 2.
That's going to score a run. See,
Good
there we
play there
go.
by Myers.
And the Hermits draw one back. Myers gets home. We were worried he might not.
That one was close. I mean,
That was close.
good play there, Dom.
Good play from the pitcher, Harnisk.
To try and get that one.
Yep. So
He's
Manny
run-
Aponte looking to do whatever he can here on a full count with 2 outs.
Running in, the pop was a little high to him. Kind of caught it up here. Had to try and bring it down. It was just not able
For
to.
Aponte, it's less pressing now, though, to get a hit.
Got him with a little bit of a sneeze there. He sneezed. Trying to get some better grip on the ball, I guess.
Get the snot on there.
That's what I'm
Spitball. That's going to be a grounder. Oh, it's going to take a terrible.
Oh!
He erred. I thought for a second it took a terrible hop for the Hermits. Lucky.
Other than the fact is that even if that bounces and he catches that, that's still going to be a hard play to try and catch that and throw it to first base.
It was an unlucky hop for the Hermits that turned lucky. That'll bring up Dom DeTavio, the big man for the Hermits.
I'm still wondering, even if he caught that, I don't think he would have been able to beat Manny with the throw.
Manny's a fast guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know last year he did most of his damage with the team.
Pinch running.
Pinch running, yep.
This year the pinch runner normally has been David Capuccio.
Yep. Capuccio or Vinny Sang.
Yup, either one. So Dom, 1-0 count.
Checks on Ponte.
Yeah. This is huge for the Hermits. This has been a huge inning.
I doubt they're going to send a Ponte, but they might.
I don't think it makes sense here.
I doubt they would, but...
Good take,
Ooh.
strike 1. That was a fastball.
Just caught
Right
the
by
outside
him, yeah.
corner, yeah.
Good take. I thought that might have
I thought that might have...
been out.
Yeah.
Don't disagree with the ump's decision. That was right on the line. That was high. Ball 2. No doubt about that one.
Yeah, that one was ball. That was definitely a ball.
Off speed does not move enough. This is huge for Dom DeTavio. 2-1 count. He's going to check on runner at first. That was a close play there.
Yeah.
Thought for a second, you know. Dom DeTavio takes ball 3. So a 3-1 count for DeTavio. And suddenly, Harnisk is in some trouble here. Gave up that run. Put Aponte on first. And now DeTavio has a 3-1 count. Some 2-out magic. Swing and a miss. Maybe got a piece of that thing.
Yeah, I think he got a piece of it. Sounded like he did.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. That could have been strike 3 if it was two strikes. Still alive, though. Still alive. For DeTavio. Batter's time. Good time there. Good time.
Try and freeze the pitcher. Pitcher was taking a little long. Called time.
The big lefty bat.
Try to get something done here.
Dugout's loving it. Outside, ball 4, and they're going to walk DeTavio.
Puts a runner in scoring position here with Aponte. Especially
2
a
out.
speedy guy.
RISP. Nice risp. That's going to bring up DJ Lloyd. He had his catcher gear on. He's going to take a second. And DeTavio's going to get the pinch run. We were talking about him earlier. David Capuccio coming in to pinch run for DeTavio. DeTavio, obviously the bigger guy.
I don't know why they wouldn't run DeTavio. I mean,
DeTavio is height.
He's such a small, fast, little agile guy. I mean, I don't understand why they wouldn't have him.
Yeah, he runs a
4.2. I mean,
yeah, 4.2.
Recruited by like Bama, all the big time football schools because of the fact of how fast he runs.
It's like Forrest Gump. It's runners on first and second. Big opportunity. Lloyd swing foul into the catcher.
Caught him off the mask, I think.
Yeah, I heard that noise. That's strike two. That's a good pitch. Off speed from Harnisk. Had a tough inning.
2-0 count. Or 0-2 count, I should say.
Through a third. Harnisk, 18 pitches. Looking at that runner on second. That one lined. I don't think that's no. For a second,
For a second, it looked like he might have overplayed that one, but
he will not. So that will be the end of the sixth inning. The Hermits drew back one. Still a lot of work to do. We'll be back. And we are in the seventh inning here at LaVarry Field. Cowser will stay on the mound. We've got a score update from you from Red Bank, New Jersey. The Red Bank Catholic Casey's up 4-2 over Pingree. Pingree staying in it. That's low ball one from Cowser.
I think when we were talking about that game, that was a little bit of a surprise. I thought we were thinking Pingree was going to be out of that one pretty quickly, but
yeah,
hanging around.
They hung around against their opponents, the 9 seed, when they played earlier. They won 3-2. Now they're hanging in against Red Bank. Wouldn't be surprised to see something there. They're still early on in their game. Game started at 4. We just got the score update, Mr. Morrison. It's going to be a 3. Oh, I thought it was a 3-1 count or a 3-0 count, but I'm going to call it a strike. Hey, if it benefits the Hermits, I don't care. Well, there we go. There's the 3-1 count. Bounces that one, but a foot in front of home plate. Cowser pops it. Lloyd has a chance, and he's going to get there. What a play from DJ Lloyd. We talked at the beginning of the broadcast about how Lloyd is a great defensive catcher. He's been making that play all day long, taking off the catcher's hat, the catcher's mask, and going over towards the backstop. There it is.
Good job to track that, too, as that one looked like it was kind of slicing back.
Yeah, he got his chance. Up to bat for CBA. Hunter Del Guercio takes strike one. And Cowser's dealing. 0-1 count. I need to stop talking. And Capuccio makes the catch. 2 great catches to start out that inning.
Looks like Del Guerco is using a different bat than the one he was using before.
Don't know if it broke or wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
I don't believe he had any hits before that, so.
Del Guerco? Yeah, he got on base a couple times. I don't know if he's walked or not, but I know he got on base a couple times.
Up to bat, the first baseman, Zane Toneski.
That one's ripped.
We said he had the most homers. That's going to be fair. He's going to get down. Saves the Hermits, and that's going to be an extra base hit, a double. We said he had the most homers coming into this game. Hits a big double there for insurance runs. What's going on right now?
They're pinch run. Pinch run for him because of the fact that he's on second.
And at the same time, Coach Nay going to come out to talk to Cowser. And he's going to be taken out.
He's going to put Fury in.
Yup.
Be interesting to see what the switch around is.
A great day of work from Matt Cowser. You could not ask any more of him.
Coming in, only letting one run up. Coming in, doing damage control. Did a really good job.
Cowser did his job to keep the Hermits in this playoff hunt, in a sense. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Lavari Field on the campus of St. Augustine Prep for the top of the 7th inning. Pitching change for the Hermits. They took out Cowser. He had a great day of work besides that double and the early on walks and stuff. So they'll put Lavari on the mound, possibly his last chance to pitch in Hermits blue. Going into left field, Nicky Watson, sophomore.
Fury will still get the pitch in blue next year, though. I mean, going to Villanova.
Yeah, not the Hermit blue, though.
No, not the Hermits blue.
Augustinian blue, though.
Augustinian blue, yes.
That's low. Ball 1, or ball 2. A 4-2 game here.
Let's just say it's ball 1. Be better.
Yeah. Take it. Lavari low again. Ball 3. Struggling to get it up.
That kid's going to be hurting his vocal cords tomorrow.
Yeah. I thought that might have caught the strike zone, but that's going to be ball 4, and they're going to walk the guy from plate. I'll put runners on first and second. 2 away. The bottom of this, or the top of the 7th inning. So up to bat for CBA, their catcher, Dan Simbinos. That's strike
pitch.
one, right down the middle. Good pitch. It's ball two. Low ball. And, well, the Hermits here. Might be their last chance to play defense this year. That's strike two. All game we've been talking about, this ump has a weird strike call.
Yeah.
He doesn't do the little finger pointing.
Or anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a little.
It's like he goes up and, like, makes a fist. It's weird.
Looks like he's flipping someone off without flipping them off.
Yeah. That's ball three.
Full count.
So full count, yep. Runners on first and second.
Needs one strike here.
One strike, get out of the inning, and survive. I don't think the Hermits can afford to give anything up here. That's strike three. He got him on strikes, and that's going to keep the Hermits in this one. We'll be right back for the last chance in the bottom of the seventh inning. Welcome back to Hermits Broadcasting with the last chance for the St. Augustine Prep Hermits. Up to bat first in the 9-hole, Jack Capuccio, the second baseman. For CBA, we have a pitching change. It's going to be Zane Toneski, the first baseman. He got pinch ran for in the last inning. He's going to pitch here. It's a 3.59 ERA, 24 Ks through 13.2 innings pitched. He is a closer for them. He's
Looks
a
like
righty.
a little bit of a wild pitcher. I mean, I've seen a couple of them bounce over the catcher's head here.
And I have seen another few that have been great pitches right down the middle.
Yeah.
Things that might scare the Hermits with 3 outs remaining in their 2022-2023 season.
Got some pretty good velocity, too.
So, as we look to the future, tomorrow, Rugby plays against CBA in the state final. Rematch of this game, just in Rugby. And then on the 30th, day after Memorial Day, Lax has its first playoff game against St. Joe's Metuchen. So this is it for the Hermits. Jack Capuccio, the second baseman, is up to bat. Pooch is batting. 3.88, 9 walks, 12 RBIs. He has 5 doubles.
Struggled a little bit today. Hopefully he can get his rhythm today.
He needs his rhythm.
Needs the rhythm. Big at bat here. Big at bat.
Big AB. You can either lead off the inning well or no.
And for all of us, hope that it's well.
Yeah. That pitch is...
Oh.
You hear the groans from the Hermits faithful. Not a fan of that
looked
call.
a little low.
That did look a little low. A little inside, too, but...
Good frame job either way.
Oh, did he catch that? I guess he did. That's Del Guerco. Makes the first catch, and that's going to be an out. And so, Joey Arazzi, been a really good player for the Hermits. Solid. Solid is the word for the sophomore. This guy is Mr. Reliable. No. Huge AB here. Huge. Now, Fury won't be batting next because he's pitching. He takes over that DH role, so it'll be interesting to see who's going to bat.
No, it'll be Fury.
It will be?
Because Watson came in for Callister, which means he will not hit. So the batting lineup will still stay the same.
That's strike one. Little change up there. Right down the middle of the plate.
Speed.
Joey Arazzi. That's high. He was coming at Joey.
Oh.
Joey's going to take a second. He was scrambling out of that box. 2-1 count.
Going for headshots only.
Ooh. Yep. This is huge for the Hermits. Seen a lot near the head lately. A lot of off speed that's not going. That's a good take.
Outside, 3-1.
This is huge for the Hermits. Huge.
Can Arachi get walked for the second time today?
Well, isn't it going to be fitting that two of the last batters are going to be either... Our two last batters are going to be either Lavari and Fieri. That's going to be fitting. The two seniors who played last year.
Bringing in two pitchers.
This is going to be their last high school at-bats if the Hermits do not pull this off, which is now looking more possible with that Joey Arazzi walk. That's low ball. Joey's going to go.
It hit him. It hit him.
Oh, it's going to hit him. And Fieri's going to take his base. Well, now the ump's going to come out. And Fieri's going to take first. He does not look shaking it off. Huge for the Hermits. And now Coach Mike Nay going to go talk to Lavari. Bylone came out as well.
Looks like they'll probably try and pinch run for him.
Yep.
Now I'm interested to see.
Let's go.
Who is going into pinch run?
It's going to be Alex Bersani, maybe? Or is that Weingartner? I don't know. I can't see.
I have no clue who that is.
Let's see. We have a roster. Is the roster going to come in clutch? It's number 50, Brady Jackson. I don't know if you can pass with you. Sorry, Brady.
I have no clue who you are. I'm just being blatantly honest.
Well, I hope for our sake you get a few runs to add to your NJ.com stats, which are not there. But if you can get a run, that would be huge here, Brady. So runners on first and second. One away. Down two are the Hermits.
So it looks like Manny's going back to the bullpen of Ponte.
He is the closer for the Hermits.
With Fury also taking that pitch the pitch off the foot.
Also interesting to note for the Hermits, winning run is up to bat. A homer wins it. This is walk-off territory.
Come on, Jake. Jakey boy.
Jakey Myers. He's going to show bunt. Fouled the bunt into the backstop. Well, showing bunt has worked. Gotten a lot out of that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering why we're bunting here.
It has worked, but I don't know if this is the situation to do it.
I don't know.
Toneski's had some trouble early.
Oh,
Eek, strike two. I don't know about that one.
Myers' face tells it all.
Off speed.
Looked inside to me, but
Off speed, it's a nasty pitch either way.
0-2 count here.
Huge.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to give him something to chase on.
Yep. Chase pitch would probably be the play here. It's a chase pitch. Did he get him?
He did get him.
Oh, he did. So the last out of the Hermits 2022-2023 season. With runners on first and second, down to Marco Lavari, the starter of this game.
Can he finish the game?
Can he make his presence known as a batter? Wind's blowing out to the outfield. Toneski, the pitcher. This is baseball. This is the best situation you could put yourself in if you're the Hermits after a tough game.
Very slow start.
Yeah, very slow start. First inning was great. Second and third were not so great. This is the best position you could have put yourself in. This is huge.
The Hermits do make it out of this. They need a quicker start next game.
And that's going to get past him. Runners to second and third. So now the tying run is in scoring position. 2-out RISP, the most important 2-out RISP of the season. Brady Jackson on second base. The runner on third.
Oh, they're gonna intentionally walk Marco
to bring up Gabe Gillespie.
I don't know if that's the smartest decision I've heard.
Gabe Gillespie's batting
is a
.328 with a home run, 14 walks, and 13 RBIs, and 64 ABs.
I don't think he's been the hottest this game.
Yeah, you're right, though. Not the hottest. Oh, that's a take. Did not go. Did not go. Ball one. The Hermits are really into this. CBA's coach, Mr. Marty McKenney Jr., is unhappy about that. Catcher getting into it, too.
Oh, man.
This is a season for both teams. This is what makes baseball so beautiful, though. Low. Go.
One run's going to score.
Go. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. And we thought our season might be over.
And we still have runners in scoring position at second and third.
The Hermits thought their season might be over. And with 2 outs and a 2-0 count, with runners on second and third, Gabe Gillespie in the highest pressure situation, I'd say, of his high school career.
2 outs, 2 balls, no strikes.
This is huge. Toneski has really lost it out there on the mound.
Low.
That's low.
Oh,
tough call.
Oh. Still 2-1 count. Still 2-1 count.
Runners on second and third. He's going to take time. 2-1 count.
You know what the Hermits could really use here? A balk.
A balk again. Part 2.
They're going to bring in a pinch runner, and that I do believe that's Weingartner coming in for Lavari.
That is Alex Weingartner, brother of Hermit. That is Alex Weingartner.
Ryan
Weingartner. Over at St. Joe's University.
Also played in the championship game last year.
Yes, he did. He played against CBA last year.
Big part of that team last year.
He was a huge part of that team. And now his brother needs to do something special, too. The Hermits feel it brewing. CBI just trying to hold on. 2 outs, 2-1 count. Bottom of the 7th inning. Runners on second and third for Gabe Gillespie.
That's low.
Oh, that's strike 2. Oh. Some tough calls here in the 7th for each team. 2-2 count. This has got to be. It's got to be for Gabe. It's just got to be. A lot of high school careers riding on this pitch. He's going to swing.
Oh! He got it! He got it! Tie ball game!
Would you look at that?
An error by the shortstop. And then it's a tie ball game.
Insanity at Lavari Field. Absolute insanity. Oh, well, now they've got to get in the dugout. We've all got to calm down. It's still a ball game. It's not over yet. The runner advanced to third on that play, I believe, right?
Yes. Yes.
So we're runner in third. 4-4 game. Manny Aponte, the senior, to cap off his high school career. This would be the highlight. Wow.
Oh, boy. We got ourselves
Can you
a game
believe
now.
it? Can you believe it? Absolute insanity for the Hermits. It looked like our season was over, and then the error by the shortstop.
Whoa.
Manny will foul one back.
He was on time with that one, though. On time.
At the very least, we're getting extra baseball.
Woo!
The very least. This has been a thriller.
Come on, Manny. In the
That's
dirt.
low in the dirt. Great stop by the CBA catcher.
Yeah, he's done a very good job.
He saved the game there.
Same with Lloyd, doing a very good job of keeping the ball in front of him. Only one run is scored off of an error by the catcher on both sides.
That was Simbinos. That's strike two. That's a good pitch.
That looked
That's a good
outside,
pitch.
but that's a good pitch. It's a good pitch.
Manny Aponte
1-2 count here, 2 outs.
playing third base today. Got to square up. 1-2 count, 2 away. Runner from first went. No double play in action. Oh, is he safe? Oh, no.
Oh.
It was close. It's as close as it could be at first base, but CBA scrapes by the skin of their teeth, and they are still alive in this one, and we were going to extra baseball right after this. Well, we have gotten extra baseball, and we have gotten a good one today. We are going to the top of the 8th inning in a 4-4 ball game. The Hermits had runners on second and third. They actually had them loaded, and they get stuff out of it, and that's strike one. Fury actually was a little banged up after he got hit by a pitch earlier.
That started
And
the whole.
and we saw Aponte go down to the bullpen figuring if something happens, it'll be Aponte who comes in as the closer.
Aponte with almost the big play of his career.
Well, he did have the big play of his career. He got the first.
No, he got out. Did he?
Did he? No, I don't think so. I think it was another guy. And that's the play at first base, and that's going to be the first out of extra innings.
I thought it was Aponte who was up to bat last. Yeah, it was.
It was Aponte. You're right. So
almost beat out that throw.
Almost. It was a weird play over at first. Great play by Del Guerco. That'll bring up Tim Naughton, the DH. Big guy. He's had a good day today.
Yeah.
That's a low ball one. One away here. Top of the 8th. That pitch is in there. That's strike one. Ump thought about it for a second.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 count now.
Ooh. CJ's dealing.
The Hermits have the momentum here.
A little fired up after getting hit on the foot.
Yeah.
Dealing here.
Swing and a miss.
Good pitch.
He got him on strikes. CJ Fury.
That was a very smart pitch there. He
The
saw it low, made him chase.
Well, the last
Great
time,
pitch
yeah,
there.
the last time we saw Fury on the mound, we said it might be his last time pitching in the Hermits blue. Well, he got another chance to.
Looks like they might be bringing Williams in to hit for Fury.
Ryan Williams, yeah. That's strike one.
Yes. Streak one. That one count. 2 outs. 2 outs.
2 outs,
One
just
more.
need one more. Up to bat is number 5, Jack Mokic, 9-hole hitter. One and one count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fury is dealing right now.
Yeah.
Just needs one more strike here.
One more strike or keep the ball in play in the infield.
Big gap at second base.
Oh,
Good take. That's a good pitch.
that's a great pitch.
And it's an even better take.
He tried to throw him one like he did to the pitcher or the batter before, try and get him to chase on it. 2-1
Mokic
count.
with a good take there. Swing and a
Swung and a
miss.
miss.
He got him on strikes, and the momentum is all for the Hermits. We will be back for the bottom of the ninth. A chance for the Hermits to walk it off in the NJSIAA non-public A quarterfinals. Welcome back to the craziest game I think I've ever seen at Lavari Field. The Hermits have come back from down 4-1, 4-4 game, bottom of the 8th inning. Dom DeTavio up to bat. That's high ball one.
Outside.
The Hermits were down to their last strike.
I don't see anyone warming up in the Colts bullpen.
Interesting after Tedeschi had a tough last inning.
Letting up,
Start off
letting
with
up
a
3
2-0
runs.
count.
Why don't the Hermits come back?
I'd assume if Dom does something here, you're going to see somebody warm up for the Colts.
Probably.
That's strike one. That was a good pitch. That's a swing and a miss. High heat. Let's go, Dom. Dom needs something
he was
here.
swinging for the fences on that
He
one.
was. Who's swinging to end this thing? That's not what we need, Dom.
No. No need to be a hero.
Yep. He's going to load up the count. At the very least, he's working this pitcher's pitch count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good way to load the count. Fighting back.
26 pitches in one inning.
One inning, yep.
Yeah.
That's ball 4, and he's going to walk. So we have a runner on first base, and that's Dom DeTavio.
Are they going to put in a pinch runner?
I'd assume they would. Something's going on. Bylone's talking to the
Yes, they're putting in a pinch runner.
We'll see who's going to run for the Hermits.
It's the one who ran for him last time. I'm blanking on his name.
Brady Jackson.
Brady Jackson.
He played a big role in that.
He got to third.
Yeah, he got
He
to
was
third.
not able to score.
No, he got home.
Did he?
I think he was the tying run.
I thought he was the one who was on third when Aponte ground out.
Well, it
doesn't matter.
The Hermits have no outs. They fought back.
He was still involved.
He was still involved.
There we go.
And a runner on first. This is a huge opportunity for DJ Lloyd, the freshman, making his presence known on varsity. And, well, that was interesting.
It's almost a good bunt.
That was almost a good bunt.
Almost
Maybe fouled
perfect bunt.
That was down the line. You can't help but think that runner was advancing, and so was Lloyd. Lloyd with no outs. That's the ball.
Inside. 1-1 count.
Good take by Lloyd. For a second, I thought the ref was moving his hand up to make that symbol that he makes for strikes. It's not normal. It's not.
Very weird.
Showing bunt. He's good bunt. Good bunt.
Sack bunt.
Oh!
And he's going to be safe. And he's going to be safe, too.
He is safe. And that is the best bunt I've seen from a Hermit.
First baseman was charging on to make the play.
Well,
and no one covered first base.
The guys from the bullpen come running in. They come charging in because they know that this is a crazy.
Can Capuccio turn his game around right here?
Jack Capuccio.
I think he can.
He's had a tough game. He was
He
was the first out in that 7th inning.
I believe in him. I believe in
Capuccio. Shout out to Mr. Carmichael's F period class. Have it together. They're going to show bunt again. Man, that first baseman's creeping up now. He's playing on the grass.
However, that time they did have the second base the second baseman
covered.
Sure
they didn't have him covered last time.
He didn't cover last time, which allowed Lloyd to get it.
He's playing on the grass and he's running up every time. That's strike one. So 1-1 count. I don't know if we're going to show bunt again with the way CBA has been playing this. I'd assume we might show an actual.
I'd probably tell him to swing.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming is going to happen. Or a take here.
Yeah.
At least get CBA off of your.
1-1 count.
He's going to bunt again. The play's at third, and he's going to get him. Runner will be safe at first, and that's going to be the first out.
That's why I don't understand what we're bunting there. I mean, it's putting us in a hard spot. Other than it is 1 out, so still have 2 outs to work
It avoids the double play at the least.
That's true.
It avoids the double play, the worst case scenario, and it brings up your better hitters. In Joey Razzi.
It'll bring up
Jake Myers,
Joey and CJ.
Yup.
Which it looks like CJ's going to bat.
We've had questions on whether he's going to bat or not after that hit on the foot. We didn't even know if he was going to pitch.
Yeah.
Fouled off by Joey.
Back. That
one kind of hung on the scaffolding. That's going to be strike one.
Good hit.
Yeah, it's a good foul.
It's on time.
I'd assume anything into the outfield will at least advance the runner from second.
Lloyd is pretty quick, so I have a feeling anything that could be there. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going home. That's it.
It's going to be over his head, and that might be the
Lloyd going home.
The play at home.
Lloyd is going home.
It's quiet.
And Lloyd scores it!
And the Hermits broke it all. The St. Augustine Prep Hermits have won in the South Jersey quarterfinals. They upset CBA in a way. They were down 4-1 at one point, and the St. Augustine Prep Hermits have done it. They have come back.
That was a great piece of hitting there. Was absolutely ripped right in between the second baseman and first baseman. And then the error there by the pitcher as the ball was thrown in.
Yep.
Pitcher went to grab it, bobbled it. I couldn't tell if it's the pitcher or the first baseman. Bobbled it, couldn't make the throw home, allowing Lloyd to score.
Yep,
Great
hit by Wright.
There. Great piece of hitting
Razzi, great play. And the Hermits of St. Augustine Prep have somehow, some way, they were down to their last out, have come back
and
they have won, and will be advancing to the semifinals against either Pingree or Red Bank Catholic.
Which will be Wednesday.
which will be Wednesday, whether
Yep.
it's here or there.
It depends, because if it's Red Bank wins, it'll be at Red Bank, I'm assuming, and then if we win,
Yup.
it'll be
Or if
Pingree
Pingree
wins,
wins, it'll be here.
both.
Well, we thank you for your continued support of St. Augustine Prep. We thank you for watching this broadcast. And we would like to say thank you for joining us at LeVare Field for that walk-off win. We will see you next time. Go Hermits.